So some people have been asking if I actually burned a Robot Damacy RX-782 figure, which can be seen in the Godzilla vs. Gundam 2, which is up on my channel right now, link in the description, and click the little iCard like right up here, wherever it is. And at the end of the video, the RX-782 gets burned, but as you can see, his arm, his body, everything's all fine. That's cause I burned a model kit. This is the model kit. It's the Gundam Renewal, something like that. So I keep it in this little box. But yeah, I mean, I built this thing like summer of 2017, 2018, something like that. This was in the Godzilla Gypsy Avenger vs. Godzilla video that I made almost 2 years ago now. But as you can see, the shield is all burnt up. The arm is all burnt up. The shoulder pad is all messed up. So I mean, I wasn't too concerned about burning a $10 to $15 model kit. I would be more concerned if I were burning a $45 plus now dollar figure, especially if, I mean, this is, I mean, it was a gift from my grandparents, so I'm not gonna burn that. But this $15 model kit, that, like, I mean, it's not that big a deal. And I bought another one of this like a week after I built this. This is my very first Gunpla kit ever, as can be evidenced by the horrible panel lining and nub marks. I mean, just look at that. Just look at the back of the calf. Just look at the leg. I mean, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. But I mean, all in all, you know, burning a $15 model kit versus a $45 to $65 figure, model kit all the way. So in this time of national crisis with the COVID-19 virus going on, you have to support your local businesses, and my local comic shop had issue number 4 of the Marvel Godzilla comic issue run. And a while ago they had the first issue, which is sort of that famous, like, Godzilla holding the bridge and he's breathing fire and there are people in the foreground. You know, I'll put up a little image on screen so you know what I'm talking about. It's like one of the most famous covers. At least I think it's one of the most famous covers. But yeah, this was only like $10, and for a, let's see, when was this? 1977, for a 43 almost year old comic. That's pretty good. So I remember one year at G-Fest I saw someone was selling the whole run, individual issues, for like $125. So if I see that again, I might actually pick that up, because I kind of want to collect all the comics of this. So I need to get some sort of a hard frame to put this in to protect it. But yeah, this is a really cool issue. I had to hold it with gloves because I wasn't sure how it would react to the oils of my hand. But I also checked eBay, and someone is selling the whole paperback thing, where it's kind of like the whole collection, for $700. Well, at least that's what the bid is going for. But $7.50. I got 3 more days. I think I might place a few bids, try and get me this, because I'm interested to see how this comic goes. Yeah, good way to support my local business, and it's literature. So how can you go wrong? Got a bit of an update for the KymoCast. If you have been following along with the KymoCast for the last forever, ever since I started doing it, I had the whole setup right here, and then you guys would basically see me like right here, and then, you know, everything in the background. Well, that's now changing, and everything is set up like this now. So as you can see my live feed, I have the microphone right here. I have the webcam up there, which is feeding like in between all the figures, and it falls behind the little shelf, connects to the computer. So this is going to be where a lot of, actually most of, if not all of my live streams are going to happen, and all like recording sessions for pre-recorded episodes. So yeah, namely, I did this change namely because, you know, I'm making some more buildings over there, as you can see, and if I'm animating and I need to live stream, or I'm like doing a podcast or something, you know, I don't want to have to take down all of my equipment, all of my animation setup, like all the figures and sets, so that I can do a live stream for an hour, hour and a half, or whatever. So I just moved it over here. Webcam's right there. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool setup. I'll give you guys a quick look at what it looks like, I guess. So this is pretty much what the KymoCast is going to look like from now on. Got the webcam right here. I adjusted, you know, depending on how I sit. But yeah, like I said, got the microphone right here, webcam right there, camera or computers right in front of me, so I'll have the live chat open, or, you know, whatever. So like I said, I switched it to being over here, you know, in case I'm, as of right now, building or making more buildings, or I'm animating. I don't want to have to take down the set and everything else. So yeah, it's a pretty cool setup. I like the way how it like feeds through all of the figures and like comes around here to the side of the computer. But yeah, I am toying with the idea of having a separate YouTube channel for the KymoCast, where I would put up the live streams and pre-recorded episodes. I'm toying with the idea. I'm not sure yet. I do have the account and channel all set up. So if I do decide to do that, it won't be that big of a deal. But if I don't decide to do that, it won't affect the channel. So if you guys would be interested in me doing the KymoCast on a separate channel and then just keeping the animations here on the Kymo Films channel, let me know. I will, like, for special occasions like subscriber milestones, or I come out with a big video, or I don't know, like anniversary milestones or something, I'll put that on the Kymo Films channel for sure. But for like the pre-recorded episodes where I did like the Captain McKay random talks and the monstrosities, and I have another one coming up on Saturday, on July 4th. I have another episode of the KymoCast coming, a pre-recorded episode coming out on July 4th. That will take the place of a live stream, so I'll probably stream the following weekend, if not the following weekend, the next weekend after that. So yeah, this is the new format of the KymoCast. Hope you like it. I like it. I like the format. I like the setup I have. So yeah, I kind of like the way it's going. So I got these WWE Ultimate Edition Bret Hart and Triple H figures the other day. I got Bret at Target, and then Triple H had got them off Amazon. And I got a pretty cool idea that I want to use these guys for. I'll keep you updated, I think, on what I'll do with them. I say I think because I want to keep my plan, you know, under wraps, but I think it's a pretty cool idea. I think out of the two, Bret is probably my favorite. I don't know, I just like his design. I like the singlet that he wears. I mean, Triple H, I think, is probably the better figure of the two, but personally I like Bret Hart a little more. But also this jacket, what Mattel did for the jacket, where the arms are separate from the like wrestling arms, because these have articulation and then the jacket just pops off. I think Mattel Their engineering for this is actually pretty genius. So I think the faces also look really good. I think Brett, are a little bit better than Triple H's, but yeah. My only problem with these figures is that the feet on both Brett and Triple H are very tight. You know, you have to I have to put my thumb along the foot and then go like this. I can't just take to stabilize them. I can just put them on the ground like a Figuarts figure. But to be honest, speaking of Figuarts, I think that these are probably they rival, I think, a lot of the Figuarts figures in terms of articulation. Not Paint is Bandai and their Figuarts / Monster Arts, they kill it with their Paint, but I think these kind of rival their articulation and in accessories too. You know, they definitely beat out NECA, but these guys are pretty cool. I really like them a lot. Got a few more buildings made. If you guys remember last year, I did a whole video on how I made a couple of these. They're over there in the display, but made a few more. This is just kind of a plain, just black building. Got some black foam and some black knitting canvas. So I think it looks pretty good. It is a little basic, but oh well. I need to find a way to sand this down or get rid of the electronic alarm logos and things like that. But this one in particular, I'm very proud of. I'm very happy with. This is a Mozartkugel box. Mozartkugel is a chocolate from Austria that's basically like a chocolate hazelnut chocolate ball, and they come in these little boxes, and it's an octagon shape, so it's it's a different shape. So I spray painted the lid, put some tracing paper around it, put some more knitting canvas, and then some foam trim on the outside, and I think it looks pretty good. So I mentioned tracing paper. If you know where this is going, you know where it's going, but if you don't, hang on. With the power of editing, it is now nighttime, and as you can see, we got a lit up building. 2 of them actually. So under here I just have a little push lamp that I need to get more of, because that's not a great one. But then I also have my phone underneath this one, and as you can see, it does a pretty good job of illuminating the building. I mean, obviously you can see the little V there where the phone light is shining through, but you can move it around, manipulate it as needed, and it looks pretty good. So in a nighttime setting, for an animation, put the light underneath and have it be lit up, have it illuminate the cityscape, and just give it a little extra flair, so that way you don't have to worry about not being able to see. It'll be more ambient lighting, it'll be a little bit more moody, it'll be a lot better. I was gonna say a lot more awesome, but a lot more awesomer, but yeah, this is a pretty cool effect, to be honest. This is very cheap. I mean, all you need is foam, this bendable foam, tracing paper, and then where is it? Some of this knitting canvas and some boxes, or insulation foam. This is really very simple and very cheap. You don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need a lot of materials. All you need is pretty much $20 worth of material. It's really great and easy to make a nice cityscape.
That's crispy.